Yo. It's about 150 out in Texas. 1150 in Cali. 250 out in New York. In South America. It's different hours. Buenos Aires. Rio de Janeiro. Sao Paulo. Yo, this isn't, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Just because I'm swole, just because I'm outside, just because I'm swole outside, doesn't mean I'm out here doing an ASMR stream at this current moment. I can do one later. Not now. Maybe in here later, not now. What I'm saying is that if you go say about somebody Sao Paulo, and you're going to talk about time in Sao Paulo, you know what time it is? I don't know. So I'll tell you what it is. Over there, it's about around near 250. It's near 250. It's about between 150 and 250 in that hour. Nearby. Whatever y'all got going on with Wonka and What If on Marvel and DC, you gotta remember, Captain South America is yet to be located. Captain South America or South America, y solamente es que él in a way he has been located, but no one has mentioned it. So we consider things like that, and we're at at Wonka's, and he's chasing me. In the sense of we got to go out here and go to the Amazon, go out to South America and speak to Mr. Captain like South America, ¿cómo está él? Y la cosa es que Captain South America or South America may not be very happy today. The fact that 2 South American teams were taken out of the Olympics and they didn't get the honorable medal. So, it's all right. We'll get them. I don't know what y'all's doing. Whatever. Yeah, just because Captain South America has things going on doesn't mean he don't watch football and keep up with it more than anybody. Y'all don't know about him. One thing's for certain. We don't know about nothing if we didn't even have ancestors from the Garden of Eden. So, all playing around to the side a little bit, truthfully, in the nonfiction area, that all y'all are talking is hypothetical, possible nonfiction. This is right here, quick. Nonfiction. We don't have the factory that whatever, all the study, whatever, without a place to hold it down and hold us together in here. And if y'all think for a moment that it's not inscripted, this existence without the Holy Bible, you're mistaken. You might as well figure out another thing and go on that route. You're mistaken. I'm covered because I read the Holy Bible and I believe in it. And it's not that I just believe in it. I don't think it's anything other than complete nonfiction from 0 to 100% at all. In fact, past the 100%, because people think that the period at the very end of a book is going to limit the power and love of God. You're mistaken. It's almost like we're going to the beginning. I don't know how to say it. If you really think about it, after all this time I've been talking about it, it feels like we're going back to the beginning. It's even written. You're cold, you're naked, you're afraid in the very last chapters. It says it. It's almost like we're in the beginning. He's speaking about all that time, all the prophets. He comes back and he says to many people in the Holy Bible, God the Father, Jesus Christ when he was alive would say in his language or something similar of saying he has to get away from a certain situation. Let's say that he's in a crowded situation like they had on The Chosen, like in the show. And he, because he's Jesus Christ, gets whatever he wants. And in that crowd is billions of people around. No. Let's just say 50 or 100 right now, because no one's going to understand the billion. Let's just say it's a local crowd in a very small, and he's just has been an adult. And he says, hey, I got to go pray to the Father, or to his Father. He says, hey, I got to pray to my Father. He says that in his own language. If there's a struggle around there, I'm not here to be like a protector, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, he gets what he wants. He's a tough man, though. He has a tough father. He's righteous, but he's unconditional love. I'm not here to debate that. I'm just saying that if he says that even in a crowd, let him go pray. Let him. So I'm thinking if back then, so the more time we talk about let him go or to pray, or do we keep him crowded, you know what it is? Y'all realize right now he's not a blasphemer. Instantly. You realize that he's not, what he was nailed on to the cross for was blasphemy. He's not, the people thought he was a blasphemer when he's in front of everybody saying, I got to go pray to the Father. It's so, not to throw y'all off, not to say that anybody, it's just, that's how much saving we needed as a society. When they can't even, they're almost like, remember when we talked yesterday with the Pharaoh, that they were all blinded, or they were was hardened? It seemed like even back then they were. But that's okay. Jesus Christ saved our souls. God saved our souls. His Father did by sending him. But Jesus Christ went through it. His physical body. His dad probably didn't leave him alone at all. Because they're like, they don't detach. It's like just like that. But there is the prayer. Prayers are not just, he didn't detach for everybody else, because everybody else is not his son. So for when we pray, it's very special. So it's not bad when things are looking good. All right. So when we get going and we start talking about stuff, we got to always be grateful about what's happened. If you read the Holy Bible, and I know we're going to go back to talking about the beautiful stuff we have, you're going to see Jesus Christ is speaking almost, or his Father is speaking through John in Patmos when he's on an island. And it's like, and they're writing, and it says, like, you're cold, y'all are naked, you're afraid. And it's like that. I'm not here to dunk on that or spit on that. I understand it, because I just said it 5 minutes ago. It goes back to the beginning of time, of people on earth. Because back then, what were they? When God checked on them, what were they doing behind that tree with the fig? They were cold, naked, afraid. They were afraid. They were everything. There was more. But there was just an idea of what Adam and Eve were possibly feeling when they were behind that tree after they ate from the tree of the forbidden fruit. You understand what I'm saying? So even from the beginning of the text, so Old Testament, New Testament, I understand whatever you want to, like, it matches way too good. Because when you start talking even about, I don't ever talk about the dark side, the horsemen. I have horses almost every color. They're not bad. Some horses just got off the rail, Mapogo style, whatever you want to talk about. The colors that are spoken in there were predicted thousands of years ago in front of our face. They're unfolding in front of our faces. So if y'all want to know what time it is, y'all can just check by seeing the colors that were predicted by a certain somebody back in the day. So you go try to do your lottery 3,000 years ago about the future. It's about next year's NFL team that's going to win and all that stuff, but 3,500 or 4,000 more, you know what I'm talking about? Thousands of years ago. Because if somebody's going to say he's the beginning and the end, where is the time? As people, we don't know, but that was thousands of years ago in the sense of reality and time. So he guessed it. He didn't guess it. Last time he guessed it. The narrator, he guessed it, and I was wearing jeans. I'm not playing it. I just having fun. I just want to make everybody happy. All right? Understand. So with all the prophets that came through and everybody helped us, and Moses, it's all that beauty, bro. If you were like, imagine like how Moses was able to get the tribes, and they all Elijah, they all do this stuff, man. They finally get to like the chapter in the Old Testament, and it's like, yo, dude, prophecies are unfolding. This is absolutely thrown. If we could jump back in time, back then, those people had high level respect for what's happening. It's happening. It's crazy. I know. It's even in the Old Testament, prophecies are kind of unfolding between our eyes. It's absolutely nuts. The ones that but the thing is, I get it. It's awesome. But what I'm trying to say is that the cold, naked, it's unfolded in front of us. He said it. It sounds, you know, when I read that chapter, I feel like I hear a deep, loving voice. Every time I read that verse, y'all are cold, naked, and afraid. Still, it's like the Garden of Eden, when they said that you will surely find death. And then one of the horsemen's name is Death. And the color was like green or something. They keep messing around or something, but it's Jesus Jesus Christ predicted those colors. His Father's not going to let him fail. His Father doesn't fail one time. His Father, I don't gamble. If you ever see me at a casino, I'm probably going to be eating if I ever make it to one. If I can ever get to two-stepping as fast as I can, I'll probably be eating or having a tea. Not that I'm eating with the other side. I'm trying to recover the situation because the name is casino and the kitchens are probably awesome. So, because those places are open 24 hours. What other places open 24 hours? Because they're trying to make money and money and money. You know what I'm saying? The kitchen is open to, it's dumb though, because the kitchen should be a satisfactory, only loving conditions place where you're not draining people's lives, pockets, and they're depraved and they're losing. But anyway, the casino and all that stuff. So if we're talking about and all that, Brazil, you're not even, look who's in the freaking finals. It's unfolding in front of our eyes. I'm not saying these countries are not badass, but dude, United States lost 4-0 to United States, a country that believes in the Holy Bible hard. Morocco, 4-0. What in the heck is that? Then you start seeing Egypt is playing. Egypt, bro. Egypt was the worst. They had the brooms up their ass, and I thought back in the day, not now. I don't know what they're doing. Back then. And they're playing against who? The last team I would ever ask to play against Egypt, bro. I think that's the last team I would ever ask Egypt to have a chance to play against. It's Paraguay. Because Paraguay has access to the Amazon forest in the north, but nobody calls it the Amazon jungle. So it's covered. It's like a sticker. It's the Amazon jungle, but named Paraguay. And also the parrot boy and girls. The parrots. They could be there, man. So they played Egypt. I think about that in an innocence, it breaks my heart. I think about that. They don't have to do that. It's Paraguay. They don't do nothing wrong, man. It's like they don't do nothing wrong over there in Paraguay, bro. It doesn't. There's barely. There's life in like modern society. There's buildings maybe, but you're not going to be seeing the stock market coming there anytime soon. Not because they don't have no money. They've been living like this for thousands of years, nice, and they're not afraid. They could be fine in Paraguay. So they played that. I don't know who won that game. I don't know who won. But that thing went into extra time. That's another thing I wouldn't want. I want the game to end right away. They should have scored 3 goals and then substitute their players out and then maybe not substitute because I don't want them to play them, bro. That Egypt was mean back in the day. And one day they'll understand that. It was mean. So, and then who else we played? Argentina played France. Thank God. They lost 2-0 though. And I don't know who the other one is, man. So they lost 2-0. Why do you think I'm not wearing my jersey? I had to switch the jersey off. But I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. It's just like a tradition. If you're not there and you're with your friend, you're watching it, whatever. I just playing with you, bro. My shirt is in my room at the factory. Wonka's still trying to get me. So once we get situated here, remember what he said when we started this, get back to work. So I got to get back to work. I'm like a worker that probably got a principal write-up because he's not working. So he's chasing me to get back to work. The thing is, he's chasing me to get back to work. Hey. Guys, he's chasing me. Later I'll tell you what's happening, but he's chasing me to get back to work. I'll tell you about it. Not now. I'll tell you. And I'm not here to be, because I love you. All right, what else? What was I talking about, bro, with Marvel and DC too later? Like, oh yeah, we don't have the stable environment without our, like, spirituality, dude. And our spirituality doesn't grow without the words. And then we're talking about being naked and all that. Listen, in time, the Time Corp, everybody, you already know we don't have it's kind of hard to explain, because if y'all were grown in like Hollywood, like grown up, and NFL and all that stuff, and you don't know about the word, but you realize later, how are we even here? and you realize that it's not really necessary in a sense. It is, but when you realize it, because you know, you'll find out in the word, what I'm trying to tell you is almost like a test. And it's not that I'm detestable. I'm not saying avoid the Holy Bible. Go on. You don't know what I'm about to do. I'm about to try to get trucks of it so people can read it. Not going to force them to read it. They're just going to have piles of books. And if they don't read it. But if one person gets a taste out of that, and you read it, and then you get back to the beginning, and you realize that this is the Word of God, bro. The one that creates stuff, has different styles. You never know if you're in His factory. You never know if He's putting you in something that even you might still be in His factory. But you never know it. So, and then you start to realize that every single word is like more valued. Every letter, every instrument is beyond what we can imagine. But it's amazing. So when you get there and you realize it, that's why I just gave you the answer. Just because I don't want to come course anybody about, like, to avoid it. Don't. It's because it was out of love that what I said, bro. Because when you realize it and you go and find out in the beginning of time, He's unconditional love. That's why I said it. You don't even need, but no one's here to, remember, it's also written, don't test Him. Don't test Him. Not Him. So, whatever. And also, don't mess with love. Listen, we don't have time. We have time because he's chasing me, dude. And if Wonka's after me, man, you know what I'm talking about. We never know if there's going to be a place, and I'm stuck in a factory. We never know. He's probably trying to lead me to where the doors that are open already, that I don't know if they can be an out, but there might be Alice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an asshole. Alice might be out there. She got herself. The Mad Hatter. Yeah. Let's act like they don't know each other. Y'all want to act like that's... You know, the last time I heard the word, it gets me confused. AC is a bad person. Don't lie. If you're acting, put your heart into it, man. And try to keep it, when you're talking with the scriptwriter actors, try to keep it like personal, like you are. Because if not, y'all defiling acting. Acting has got to be like the way you are a little bit. It's two-throat. Ryan Reynolds got it good. He be acting like that sometimes. So I'm about to get rolling and put my stuff on, but and start getting back to work, man. And then we start talking about on the other sides of what's going on in Israel. Israel is like the only environment that I feel like would be stable to even put the toe of what any royal heavenly creature could ever land on. Ever. Any cellular structure. To start, if they were ever to find our world, and I'm not saying they not find it. You know what I'm talking about? They locate it like it's a flying identified object and it shows up. I would say I would rather have them land there first. I'm just letting you know. I'm not making the choices because it's not that it's also written about footstool. They'll put the footstool. That's not what I mean by that. Just to clear y'all up, because some people they don't get it. They just get one part. I need somebody. I would make sure that they have chanclas to not touch to any place that's caused much sinning and defiling and dishonorable acts against Israel and God in heaven. So, like, I would make sure it had like some sort of sandal so it doesn't touch on the outskirts. Because the only one holding it down right now, hardcore, that society, is in Israel, really. Some people are out here doing it in the United States and the Americas. Israel's doing it. Talk about Genesis and all this. Israel's doing it. So, but the thing is, I don't need to be protecting them because they have the honorable, whatever. They can do whatever they want. It's heaven. But I don't want them to be touching uninnocent situations. So that's why I would be like, man, footstool. The footstool would be my sandals. And then bare feet can touch anywhere on Israel, because I don't want him any innocents not to ever touch Israel. Only Israel. I love them. I'm not playing. They are responsible for the world. But what I'm saying, I wouldn't want them not to touch the ground in Israel or something. So, all right, that's all. Not forever, but when you consider things, dude, survival at Wonka's, Deadpool 3 with Wolverine, and all this stuff, and possible DC, and Fortnite, and everything, dude. We don't have that without some sort of spirituality, bro. Listen, we're not here to go about yes or no. Also, I don't know what to say, because if people are dealing with stuff out there, the darkness, if y'all hearing or doing things that are bad, and you think that darkness is chatting in your ear when they're absolutely incorrect, you're mistaken. The whole Akbar stuff, look, bro, you know that in the Tower of Babel, they changed the language of the name of God because they were trying to build up to heaven. So there's different names to different tribes in the world, because I would expect in the Tower of Babel, because they're trying to build up to heaven. He changed the languages, so everybody started to say. But the thing is, he could have just changed the languages, the way that they live, all that stuff. It's tripping, y'all tripping, bro. You know it. I'm not here to argue. You don't see Christianity doing what's going on the other side. I'm not saying, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying go and desecrate. I'm saying no. In fact, invite yourself, go check out what's going on in Genesis 1 about heaven. Do that real quick. Don't hurt anybody. Because right when your eyes become like, wow, I can see people that are being negative and doing bad stuff over there with that stuff, avoid it, because I got children that have possibly got to take care of. So somewhere, man. So imagine running into children. It's not only mature audiences, and you're doing that, you're scaring the living crap out of them. And also, I don't like the defamation of the name of God that y'all doing. Y'all doing bad choices with it. He's unconditional love, dude. You're using it for like viciousness. You're gonna realize you're wrong. One day you're gonna realize. You're gonna see people running around in a circle, man. I'm not an asshole. Because congratulations, don't you see? There are more and more people. Creation. Because he's not an asshole. He's unconditional love. So he's not going to just black hole everybody. Maybe, in fact, instead of going an under black hole, he put a structure that's black and have people walking around more and more until y'all get it. I'm tired of seeing y'all having to do that. Fucking heartbreaking. Everybody, bro. Anybody that, not saying jump into and just understand there's unconditional love, bro. Understand. Because when I listen, bro, I think of Israel. One time somebody showed me a video of what's going on in Saudi Arabia, and they're going around in Mecca in circles, bro. People, creatures that I love, people, they're covered. They're the opposite of naked and afraid. They're not naked. They're not even close to naked. They had to locate Jesus Christ. Not that I have to. It's not that demand because my heart every time I look over there, if I have a video, be breaking, bro, because they're defaming the name of God. Unconditional love, bro. A person that's going to be there whenever you're alone or with the billion quadrillion people, he's there. He's got his own ways, but he's unconditional love. And y'all, and when I look and I'm like, bro, I'm not here to change. Listen, dude, it's what if one of them all of a sudden was like, you just met Cupid today. I don't know how, but you won the lottery. And then Cupid's like, well, how do I love? How you hear Cupid, unconditional love exists, and he knows how to create. And then, but why are these people going in circles and stuff? I'm not here to talk about, it's scary. But then if they realize it's better off that they're going in circles and where they could go, you know what I'm talking about? Where they could go, it's really scary. It's even worse, it's eternal. And then there's other places, if y'all think God's punishments and consequences is limited to one word, you're mistaken. He doesn't have to send you all directly to hell if y'all do bad mistakes. I'm just letting you know. If you think he's limited to the word, that word, y'all mistaken. If you think he's limited to one word, you're mistaken. That's it. Except other thing, and don't go there. I'm talking about if you're mistaken, if you think that he's just a man, but it can't be you're mistaken. He's not limited, bro. So what I'm saying is, when I love society, I love all the creatures we got, man. I see some. Imagine seeing, what's a good animal, bro? What about let's say raccoons? Nah. I love them too much. They're too innocent. They are one of the most awesome creations ever. A koala. Nah. Even they, but you see how I can't, nah, because they're too cute. Humanity, we'll just keep it as humanity. They're too cute. But you see them going in fucking circles, bro. In circles and circles and circles, and they don't realize, am I being hypnotized? I'm not trying to be rude. I think it has to do with the defamation of they're doing of creation and unconditional love. I think that's what's going on over there. And I'm not trying to be rude. They at least they have some sort of seed that they think is God. They'll get it. But it hurts when I see that. I'm just letting you know. Because you imagine having like creatures, animals, going in circles. They're gonna get it one day. The thing is that they're not gonna. I'm not talking. They're doing it in present time. There's something going on in Saudi Arabia with present time. Don't build that building, bro. Don't go against God, by the way, though. So if God's asked y'all, or Jesus Christ has asked y'all to build that building, go ahead and build it. Or anybody that's above my authority, build it. I'm just giving you an idea. Do not build that sideways building. That could be so harsh on generations and y'all's tribes out there that it's unimaginably painful. I mean, I understand there's the terrorism stuff. One day y'all gonna get fixed, bro. Because y'all gonna understand when you wake up one day on like not it's what were they calling it? The resurrections or when they go back up. And some of them are brought, and they come in face to face with Jesus Christ, and he tells y'all that y'all were in his head. All this was just running around in his head, because he's that mystical level of a person. A whole universe on universes is in his head, and then you go maybe possibly meet his dad, just to let y'all know. And you're begging to say I'm sorry for what we did to the Christianity people. It's not. You don't need to necessarily do that, but he's got it. He's strong. Okay. The thing is. They caused trauma in the past, and there's consequences and training lessons. So if that building is being made, dude, they're trying to build 1,000. Listen to this from the bottom of my heart as Pablo, bro. I love God, Israel, all the Hebrew, everybody, bro, out there. Dude, as a person seeing that there's a construction of a sideways, not instantly created building. I'm talking about brick and mortar, 1,000-miler. Somebody's going to have to maintain it. Somebody's going to be working in there. Generations on generations on generations are going to have to be working. That is a huge punishment looking thing. Because there's no money in the world for the tree. There's no money. And so it all might look all glamorous, Fergie. But brother, somebody's going to have to keep up that building and maintain it. And that's painful to understand that in the real time. So y'all watch out when y'all doing that. Y'all might need to reconsider with that. Going back, see how I'm having, Jesus also wrote and told us about love thy enemy, love that. Y'all aren't my enemy, but y'all cause trouble. If you cause trouble, let's say that there's somebody that doesn't believe, a non-believer, you do that ruckus that y'all did without believing in any other religion, Buddhism, all that stuff. Like, you did that, I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, I'm avoiding those people at all costs. They're not necessarily enemies, they're just like something I would avoid because they're vicious. They're doing viciousness for God. When you find out that God can be vicious, but most of the time can be like a marshmallow, he's loving, a cloud or something so beautiful. I love him. Like a huge heart walking around looking all good all the time. And you realize that he's not that vicious. You can understand. Y'all don't have to do all that stuff out there, man, in the Middle East, man. In the Middle East, everybody in Iran, all that. You listen, bro, Israel's my home base. I'm from America, but my spirit wants to make it its home base, and I'm not gonna say no to it. So I love it, and I'm not mean, okay? Even if I have to, I'm not gonna be doing this over there though. Just like I don't know what. Okay, the Middle East, everybody in the surrounding of Israel. Remember, God is love, bro. He's not limited to just one word. He's a creator. He can create. I gotta get to do something. I love the world, man, and y'all don't hurt. If y'all see how I am, bro. And I'm a person, I'm Pablito, or Paul in English, and I like what I see. Don't hurt me, man. If I look on the news, I'm seeing bad, don't do the bad news, man. Iran, Iraq, all that stuff, dude. The Euphrates River and stuff from the Garden of Eden might be located over there. We'll never find it because y'all do it. Imagine the mistakes. Recover the world, man. Y'all be all right. And what is this on my wrist? I don't know what that was. I turned off my stream. All right, y'all. Somebody move my phone.